So today we will discuss about string. What is a string? It is a group of characters, and how we are going to represent in Python is that they are enclosed in either single quotation or double quotation. For example, here we are having a variable name which can contain a string which is enclosed in single quotation John, or it can be noted with the help of the double quotation John. So now we will take one example of this, how we can perform the same thing in Python. So, so here the name is John by using the double quotation, and if you want to print whether it will be printed or no, so print name. So we will check the output whether it is going to be printed or not. So here the name is assigned a string John, and now we are going to see whether the output is getting a submit. So we are getting some output which is John. Now I can assign name with the help of the single quotation. So the John is assigned a string. John is assigned to the variable string variable name. Now we are going to print it and we'll check whether it's going to be print the content of that or not. For example, we'll take here name 1. So we are going to print name 1. So whether we are getting the output or not, so again we are getting the same output. The third thing that we can share is by using the paragraph. So how we can display anything by using, how we can display the paragraph is that we can use the triple quotation for displaying the paragraph. So the multiple lines can also be stored in a string variable. So this is a new feature present in Python, which was not there in previous programming language. So that meaning that we can assign anything by using single quotation, by double quotation, and now I can assign anything by using the by using the triple quotation also. So, so that's the same thing we are going to do by using the this thing by using the Python programming. So here I'm going to write, for example, a name of the variable is paragraph. And in this paragraph, suppose I'm going to contain all this value or on this thing which is present here. So within by using the triple quotation, now I am going to write everything. So here the line is not visible. I can press enter key. So the now I will break the line into multiple lines, and now we can check whether we are getting the output or not. So this is a paragraph which is having so many lines. So now what we are going to do? We are going to now display the content of para. So what is para is nothing but a multiple line string. So now we are going to display it. So what is there in para that we are going to print? Okay. So print para. So print. So why the error is given? Because we had given one extra space here. Because of that is giving error. So now we can see what kind of output we are getting. Whatever we had typed within the triple quotation can be displayed here. So this is how we can assign a string, a single word by using single quotation, a multiple word by using single quotation, or by using double quotation, or the entire paragraph can be assigned to a string variable and that can be displayed. Now, the next thing is then how we are going to display the characters in the string. For displaying the characters, first of all, the name is equal to John. So the how the John will be assigned, the John is having some index, starting with the index number 0. So J is at the level 0. So J is at index 0, O is at index 1, H is at index 2, and N is at index 3. So if you want to print individual characters, so I can print the individual character by specifying that index number within the square bracket. So if you want to print or if you want to access some first character, so I can access the first character by using the index number as name of 0, name square bracket, and within the square bracket I'm going to mention the index number. If you want to access them third character of your string. So name within the index, within the square bracket, I'm going to mention the index number. Here 2 means what is present at the level at here. So 0, 1, 2. 2 means here. According to normally 1, 2, 3, but in Python we are not giving, we are not counting for 1. They are counting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 2. 0, 1 and 2. So H is at the next number 2, the H will be printed here. So now we are going to perform same thing by using Python. So what is your name is? The name is already mentioned here. The name is John. Now we are going to access the different values of name. For example, I want to assign that what is present in name at index number 0, that is assigned to variable, for example, C. So name of 0. So if you want, you can see the contents of C. So by printing what C. Now you compile your program. What you're going to do? What is present at the index number 0 is now assigned to C. So what is present in index number 0? Index number 0 is at the first position. So that is what is present at C, at index number 0. J is present, so J will be printed here. Okay. The next. Now string slicing. String slicing means we can access any portion of your string. We can divide the string. For example, here the string is string hi everyone is present in the string variable name. So where how it will look like internally, H will be present at index number 0, I at index number 1, E at index number 2, V at index number 3, E with the index number 4, R at index number 5 till the last character E at index number 9. Now, if you want to print only the substring of any long string, so how that is possible is that by using the slicing method. In slicing method, we are going to use colon in order to towards the left hand side, the beginning from where we will start, and at the right hand side is the till what we want. So this is at the left hand side we are having starting point, and at the right hand side we are having the stopping point. So I want the string from the index number 1 till the index number 4. This 4 means we are not going to include the index number 4. It will be index number 3 only. That's why what we are having from the index number 1. From index number 1, what is present? At index number 1, I is present. From 1 to the third character, not to the fourth. So this is the last limit. The last limit is not included. So 1, 2, and 3. So what are the characters that will be displayed? I, E, V. 4 will not be there. Okay. For example, print from starting position to till the sixth character. Sixth character means sixth character will not be included, or whatever is present at the fifth layer. Fifth character will be included. So what is present at the index number 2? E, V, E, until 5. Fifth one. So till fifth position we are having R. So what is going to display? E, V, R ever will be displayed. Now we have the second method is from starting from the position till the last limit is not given. So last limit is not given. That means everything will be printed till the end of your string. So what is present at the index number 2? At the index number 2, E is present. From this E to the last E. So every, ever, and YON will be printed. Everyone will be printed here. Everyone will be printed from, because of the we are printing from the second index with the last character. Now the for example, in which the starting position is not mentioned, the last ending string ending position is mentioned. So from this means from the beginning till this fourth character. So from the beginning, from the index number 0, from 0, 1, and 2. Not the 0, 1, and 2, 3, not the fourth character, because the till index number 4 means we are going to count at the index number 3. Now the same thing we are going to take the example in Python. Okay, so here the string is, for example, A is equal to hi everyone.
Okay. Hi everyone with the string with the exclamation mark. You want and you can add exclamation mark. Now I'm going to print the slicing thing. Okay. Or if you want, you can store the values in some other character. For example, B. B is equal to what? A of, for example, whatever is present from 1 to, for example, 4. So whatever is present from 1 to 4 will be present in B. So I now I going to display the value of B. So what is there in B? That will be displayed. So let us check what is present in B now from hi everyone to from the index number 1. Index number 1 may we are having I and till index number 4. That is 1, 2, 3 only, not the fourth one. Fourth one is the last limit, but that is not included. So what we can consider, fourth limit, last number, last limit minus 1 will be included. Okay, now we want everything. For example, I can take x is equal to a of, for example, 1, for example, 4 to nothing. 4 to nothing means in the last character. So what we are going to do now, we are going to print, uh, we are going to print x. So whatever things are present in x will be displayed. So let us check what is present from the fourth position. What is present in the fourth position? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the fourth position. This is the fourth position. From here, everything will be printed. Okay. Now let us take T is equal to, for example, A of, suppose the beginning position is not mentioned. So we will take from the beginning to, for example, the sixth position. That is 6 minus 1 position now. So what we are going to print it. So it will be print and T. So whatever is there, that will be printed. So from the beginning 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So till fifth position, everything will be printed. Whenever the last limit is given, always the character will be displayed last limit minus. Now, so after this, after the slicing, we are having the second thing in which we are going to have the, if you want to display the string from the last position. Suppose we have the string name is equal to John. So in John, what is present? We will start from the last character and will be given at the -1 position, H will be at the -2, 0 will be at -3, and J will be at -4. Now suppose we are writing print name of -1. So what is going on? What is present at -1 and will be printing. Now if you want to print name from 0 to -2. So what is there at the -2 is this one. 0 means from the beginning till -2. So what is going to be printed? -2 will be the last character -1. So here J and O will be printed. Okay, that we are in U is equal to A of, for example, -1. So what was there in A? A is having high. So what is there in the last character that will be printed? So let us see what is present in U. So exclamation mark is present at the last position that will be printed. Okay. Now another deletion operator. If you want to delete the string, so what we can write directly, delete name. And if you want to repeat any string twice by using the print statement, directly I can write the print statement. Okay. Okay. So I can print any string 2 times. What is there in the string? I'm having a string in A, so that I want to print 2 times. So print how many times I want A? I want A to be printed twice. Okay, so let us check the output. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Now if you want to delete the string, so DL and A. So that string is deleted. Now if you want to print that string again, so what will be displayed? Here I want to print a string which is already deleted. So it is going to give the error message name A is not defined because that is deleted from the from your program. That's why we are getting the error message. Okay. The next one is Now, if you want to replace any character in a string, how we can going to replace by using a function whose name is replace, and how we will find the length of the string. Okay. So for replacing, we are having the function replace. Suppose we are having the string John. Okay. So I want to replace, for example, A is equal to John. Now I want to replace it. Okay, so A dot, we are having a function replace what character, any character. For example, you want to replace J with what? I want to replace J, for example, with the H. Okay, now if you want to print the string, to check whether the this thing is done properly or not, so I can do the thing. So set again, that is not printing. Print A. Okay. So here it is replaced temporarily. That's why we are getting this one. And again, if we are going to print A, so print A is going to revert back the whatever changes we had done. So here A was John. Now A, in A we have replaced J by H. That's why we, because of this print statement, we got on. Now after that, this is we can say the temporary replacement. But after that, if you want to print A again, so that change is now going to revert back. So we will get the original string. Now we have to find the length of your string. So how we can find the length of the string? By using the length function. So suppose I want to display, suppose I am having the variable y, which is going to contain the length of your variable string variable a. Now I want to display, I want to display it. So I will write print y. So what kind of output are we going to get? I'm going to get the content. We are having the 4 characters as the length of your string. Now what is the last thing? The last thing is that we are going to have a function for replacing, for conversion from uppercase to lowercase. For that, we are having upper function and the lower function. Okay, so how we can use it? So here we are having a contains John string. Now I want to convert that into uppercase. For example, Q is equal to A dot upper, and what I want to print Q. So what is contained? It will contain a John in upper case. Now if you want to print A again, whether the changes are made in character A or not, in your string variable A or not. So we will check it. So it is not changed here. So that means the John in upper case is the temporary, we can say the changes made, and that is stored in Q. So that means the original string will always contain, your string variable A will always contain the whatever thing was originally declared. Now if you want, for example, to P contain A dot the lowercase of John. Okay. Now I want to display what are the content of P. So P is going to be displayed. Okay, so John will be converted into the lower case. So this is how we can handle string in Python programming.